Foundry version 14 is out. Let's check to see what's in it. I'm going to be covering everything that Foundry 1 stable brings to the table. I might miss a thing or two, so let me know in the comments below what your favorite thing is that I missed. Also, like and subscribe. Let's get started. The first thing I noticed when creating a new world is that this looks a lot more streamlined, which is a minor thing at the end of the day, but it's pretty cool to get the onboarding for new players a little bit easier. And then when you continue, it lets you do the player management immediately, which is great. I actually really like this change. Now I had to install the D&D system because of the fact that Pathfinder is not ready yet, but let's check out some of this new stuff. Looks like Placeables is a new tab on the right side here. I went ahead and set up a map for this, so it looks like it lets you filter tiles. So for example, I'll put a little camp tile here and let you select it. Also, if you draw on the map, just want to highlight this camp tile, it'll show up in the drawings filter. Actually, a lot of easy organizational things here. Same with walls. I can set up some walls here and it'll show up on the map here. If I set up multiple walls, it'll show up all the walls on the right side, and if you click them, it selects the wall. Another thing I noticed is this little button here called Palette, which lets you select multiple walls and change multiple settings at the same time. I can change these all walls to all be doors, for example, and bam, they are changed to be doors. The mass editing thing is pretty damn cool. It looks like you can mass edit with everything on the left side, except for tokens. You can also rename Placeables. That way, it's easier to organize. Also, you can lock things just in case you don't want to accidentally move them. See, now this circle is permanent. Another thing I noticed when setting up this map is now you have levels built in. You can actually have more than one level and set up another map. That's pretty cool. You have the settings for the whole other map, and you can set up the levels which are visible as well. So let's try this out. Level and level 2, you can click on the tabs on the top left to switch between levels. And it does look like level should be visible from here, but obviously I don't have this properly set up. I'm not a multi-level scene kind of guy, but maybe I'll start now that it's built into Foundry. I know you used to require a whole different module to do levels, so this is a pretty cool core addition to version 14. I did a little extra thorough testing of levels, and it looks like there is a map that Foundry gives just to try out levels. Looks like I can switch between the third floor, the second floor, and the first floor, all within the same battle map. And if I put a token on the first floor and I switch to the second floor, you can still see the token on the first floor, and it has a minus 20 feet. On top of it, a minus 40 feet. If I click on the token, it actually automatically puts me on the first floor. And to put it on another level, you just click on this level tab, and bam, it's on the second floor. I can definitely see a lot of potential with levels if you have good maps to go along with it. Which brings me to my sponsor. No one. Just kidding. Sponsor me. Okay, let's continue on with more Foundry version 14 stuff. Oh my god, they added Popout. They added Popout as an innate Foundry feature. Look! Look at that. That pops out. That's pretty crazy. And remember Popout being really, really buggy back in the day, so I think this is a great core edition. Playing around with it myself, let me just detach the window. Look at that. I can even move it to another monitor, although I'm not going to show you my other monitor because it has Premiere, but there you go. Look at that. Another thing is the measure templates on the left side are gone. Let me show you what's instead. You don't see the measure templates tab anymore. What you will see is a regions control tab, and I guess you can draw a cone here. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Move the cone around, I guess. Make it wider. Use the mouse control wheel. Yeah, this is neat. I think you could probably do a lot of behaviors with this and stuff. Advanced Foundry shenanigans. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what Pathfinder brings into the table. The cool thing I noticed is you can attach this to a token and put it in front of the animated armor. I do this and make sure that it's always observed for everybody. And then I go to here, placement, and select it to be attached to the animated armor. The animated armor now has a really cool cone in front of it. That's actually really awesome. There's a subtle animation when you change scenes. It'll do a little fade. Oh, that's neat. That's really neat. And you can change the scene sort of activation type too. If you go to miscellaneous, transition type, you can do fade. You can do a swirl. For example, let's go and do a swirl. Oh! Let's see here. A hologram. Dots. The scene transition possibilities are endless. There's also a couple more things I haven't talked about, like shared fog of war for all your party members to share the same sort of view. There's active effects version 2.0, which I don't necessarily have access to because I think it requires modules, but you can do stuff like masks, vision modes, everything, a bunch of stuff that I'm assuming modules are going to get their hands on. There's a thing that modules can now have quick start adventures. That'll make it easier for module makers to make a quick start module. The quick start thing's pretty neat. You just select the adventure you want a quick start import, and then you select your system, and bam, it's all set up for you without having to import stuff manually. Looks like modules can add things like canvas shake and more particle effects, which is pretty damn cool. There's also a lot of cool performance enhancements under the hood, which I have noticed Foundry just going that little bit faster. But the best part, I'm about to show you right now. They've added over 800 icons, a lot of them sci-fi for Starfinder. But I love icons. Seriously, whenever I create a new item, I go into the icons directory to find an appropriate icon for the item, and I'm just so happy they've added these many. You'll find the icons where they always are, except now there's more. Medical. Ooh. Ooh. Apparently the compendium also has a better filtering system, and it'll look for the exact items that you are looking for. Look at that. And that was a quick look at version 14. I probably missed a bunch of stuff. So let me know in the comments below what you think is super neat. Should you update now? No. Wait a few months till all your modules and systems and everything is perfectly fine-tuned, but at least you got an early look with me. Thank you, like and subscribe. My name is Pablo. Have a good day.